For me, it's the prestige of majors that make them so great. This is the top of the Counter-Strike mountain. It's what every professional player wants to win. It's where you get to be immortalized in the game and everybody's watching. In the major environment, the level just gets turned up to 11. The extra pressure that's added in those situations is where you get to really see who's the top of the crop. This is where you're either going to crumble under the pressure or you're going to stand up, and then you become immortalized in Counter-Strike history for doing it on the biggest of stages for the biggest of trophies. The major just turns everything up a whole nother level. When anybody thinks about Boston, the Stewie moment is the most iconic. The scoreline haunts FaZe and Nico and Carrigan, right, losing that final, but it has to be the Stewie B-hold.
Stewie's on his own, but look at the time! Look at the time, there's 7 seconds to got the bomb! They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play! Stewie's won the round, we go to overtime!
The comeback on home turf, without a doubt. The crowd behind their boys, Cloud9. The organization that's been flying the flag for the country for the longest time. They're down, they're against FaZe, the superstars. It's the underdog story. The crowd, just that fever pitch, goosebumps, that type of a final, the way that one unfolded, that's Counter-Strike. From big picture perspective, I think it's great to see as many countries that have been dominant in Counter-Strike also have a really big turnout in terms of a crowd. I think that's a very, very positive sign. So having the Paris Major, the French turnout in full force, and we had the trumpet. In terms of the bracket and the teams that qualified, this is where you're hoping that the Counter-Strike is, speaking for itself. And the teams who got there, they deserve to be there. They were the best at that time in those moments. For Vitality, they'll never forget that, especially when you have one of the absolute greatest to ever touch Counter-Strike in ZywOo lifting his first major trophy. And he's still writing the history books right now of where this can go. Who knows how far they can push it, because at the moment, no one can stop Vitality. So if you look back, sure, it was a couple of years ago, but it's the start of the Vitality that we know today. I think the turnout for Austin is going to be packed to the rafters. The North American crowd always brings the energy. They're going to make some noise. They're going to get involved. They're an active crowd. At the moment, with the storylines that we're looking at, Vitality is the top dog, 30 in a row in terms of series. Surely someone's going to take that away from them. If they don't, is it an undefeated major run and then a crazy culmination of the season? You've got Falcons powering up. You've got Mouse and Spirit who are still in the conversation. Then you've got FaZe with Simple, which is Gamble of the Century. There's a lot of storylines going into this, and if you get Mongols and Aurora finally finding form on stage, we've got a tournament with a lot of contenders.